Welcome back, party people. I'm sure you all know the same type of person. This person's like, oh, like I could burn water. Oh, I can't make a grilled cheese. Oh, I can't do any of this stuff. Well, today, you're learning how to make a grilled cheese because I want a grilled cheese for dinner and I haven't posted a food vlog in a while, so we're gonna do it together.
The great thing about a grilled cheese is that it's 3 ingredients. Salt. Scared, I just flipped you off for a second. No, it was a different figure. You need salt, cheese, and bread. And that's it. Now, is it the most healthy thing? No. Is that ever going to stop me? No. Today, our lovely bread came from Ingles, and it's sourdough, and they cut it for us, which is really good. So, yeah, if you have bread, I need 2 slices. So whether you're cutting that yourself, whether you're getting the little pre-sliced sandwich, whether you're getting sourdough, it all works the same. It's just bread. You want to try to get 2 pretty even pieces. You see how these are like the exact same size? This is what we're looking for. Because to keep it real with you, the more even that it bakes, the better. Because you don't want one side to be like char and the other side to be like underbaked. You know what I'm saying? The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some salted butter. You can use unsalted butter, but I would recommend salting it because salted butter, I can't think of one thing salted butter doesn't make just better. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon, I'm going to throw it into our pan. Nothing but net. Here's my pan. You want to use like a flat one like this because you're going to want to flip the grilled cheese in the middle of it. And you don't want to have to be like messing up. So put my butter in the pan. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gotta make sure I'm turning on the right one. Ours is a little funky, but I'm gonna turn it in between low and 3. So you wanna keep it on low and then like a little upper than low, but still like low. Because the thing is, you can burn that thing. It's like burn, baby, burn. Da, 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 da. Burn, baby, burn. I should preface that I did wash my hands before we came here. And I want you to be careful cutting your grilled cheese. Because you see this tiny little minuscule cut on my finger right there? I got my hand on my mom's ring. I hope I can still dance. No, I cut my hand on a knife. Because I was making some grilled cheese. And it was a good time. And yeah, I was trying to cut my bread. Because this was before we got these pre-sliced bread. This is when I was doing it in the ruffian. And I went... And then I cut my hand open. And you don't have to use the full tablespoon of butter. If you just want to take a little, like, do that. But I like mine a little buttery because the butter can put a little good crunch on it. I like grilled cheese because it's crunchy. And I have a little tip and trick that you're going to love. And you're going to be like, wow, this makes our grilled cheese is so much better. I'm going to be like, I know, mama. I know. I swear, this week, I've eaten no less than like 5 grilled cheeses. Like, I'm eating them like every day. I'm going through those things like fine. Can't say that online. I'm going through these things like a prisoner goes through water or something like that, you know? Now that all of your butter has melted, you are going to take your first piece of bread and you are going to put it right there. And then you're going to take some cheese. I like the 4 cheese Mexican, really whatever cheese you want. And honestly, you're just going to push it on here. You're just going to do a big old spread. This is where I go different because a lot of people use sliced cheese. I do not like using sliced cheese. I think that you should get the non-sliced cheese. Because the thing with sliced cheese, like you're like, oh, let me just put 1 slice, whatever. Your cheese to bread ratio is not going to be good. And then you're going to complain. You're like, oh, this is too much bread for the amount of cheese. So just do shredded cheese. And make sure you give it a nice little coating. Like, I'm going to give you that side angle right there. And this is why we've kept our oven on low. Because we do not want it too hot at all. Because it's going to take a second for that cheese to melt down. And while that cheese is melting our way down, we don't want to burn the bread. Because, I'm going to keep it real with you. No one wants a grilled cheese, okay? It's black as char. And you say, oh, Josie, it's just the butter. It's not the butter. You have burnt the grilled cheese, okay? And now you're embarrassed. And now you're making me embarrassed because you burnt my grilled cheese. And I don't want to eat it because it's char. And so, keep it low. Okay, so now that that's there, do you see how it started to melt up here? And how it started to melt down here too? Like, you can't really tell because I'm not sure what you guys can see. But there's melted cheese inside of there. So you're just going to take the next slice. And you're going to put it on top. And now we're going to flip it. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see me actually flip it. But you know what? I'm going to try my best. And it's just occurred to me that we are out of spatulas. So we're going to use whatever we have in the oven. Boop. And you flip it. Look at that. You see how easy that was? Now, since I'm using sourdough, you're going to be like, Josie, there looks like there might be a little crispy cheese on here. There is. But that's just because I'm using sourdough, and sourdough has holes in it, and sometimes that cheese gets through that holes. If you have a regular grilled cheese, like with the regular just sandwich bread, you will not have some of these, how you say, cheeses on the top. I'll show you. These are the little cheesy marks I'm mentioning. You will, ow, just burnt myself. You will not have these on your thing because, yeah, you won't have those holes. But I have stayed in between low and 3 the whole time. And look how well it's turned. Do not put it on high because you're like, oh, but Josie, I want my grilled cheese now. No, 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 no. Because you're going to have the char. And we don't want the char. We hate the char. The char is terrible. Terrible. You know when you're done to where you pull, oh, hot tamale. Hold on. You know you're done when it pulls open and it's just melted on the inside. I was literally in the middle of burning my hand, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, all that cheese is melted. So when you see that, you're gonna take your spatula, and if this is the pan, you're just gonna scoop it up, put it on a plate, and now, all you're gonna do is cut it down the middle with not a butter knife, because that would not work out. I kind of have you on my egg box, but you're literally just gonna cut down your middle, and then voila to the law. It looks so good. I'll show you the back side. This is a little bit of butter. That part's not burnt. But yeah, look at that. Hopefully by the end of this, you've learned how to make a grilled cheese. If you haven't, I'm going to do it one more time because that was for my parents. This one's for me. You get your pan. You put butter inside of your pan. And then you turn your pan on low heat. Low heat. You're going to put your bread. Oh my gosh, I just burnt myself. Put your bread inside of your pan. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your cheese and you're going to put this cheese all over your bread. Warning, for your second grilled cheese, your pan is going to be pretty hot. So instead of putting it low to 3, we're going to stay on low because she's already been hot. She's already been bothered. While you wait for it to cook, please clean up your area. Put your cheese away. Speaking of which, this is my cheese on my sandwich. Look at that. It's nice. It's kind of even. And you notice some cheese is melted. Put your second layer, and now we're going to flip. This is what the top of your first grilled cheese should look like. We flipped it. Now we are waiting for it to melt. Again, shorty stays on. Once you notice that the cheese is pulled together, like so, you see how this cheese is all together? Pull it off of the pan, please, because that'd be lovely. You're going to take your knife, and you are going to cut your grilled cheese in the middle, or you're going to cut it diagonal, or whatever really your heart wants. Like so. And I'll flip it to the other side to show you how good it looks. And now that it's cooked, it's time to do what I love to do. Take my big bite. You see this? Listen to the crunch. Slap my back and call me Bill. This is fire. Bussin'. Fantastic. Amazing. So yeah, if you never knew how to make a grilled cheese, now you do.